What's up, guys? It is John. In today's video, we're going to cover a topic that I don't really see anyone talk about, and it just really occurred to me today that a video like this needs to be made. And we're going to talk about why selling on Amazon is hard. It's not as easy as everyone makes it out to be, and I want to make this video because I think a lot of the times there's a disservice being made to people, basically, not that they're getting tricked, but you think selling on Amazon's easy, so you sign up, you start doing it, and real quick you find out it's actually somewhat difficult to kind of get going. It's not necessarily difficult, but it's not as easy as people make it out to be. So I'm going to kind of cover some of the things that to be on the lookout for. I don't know if you're watching this, if you already started. If you have, you'll probably find a little comfort in hearing some of the stuff I have to say, because you're most likely in a weird spot where you're just getting started. Maybe you're struggling to find stuff. And if you're thinking about getting started, I'm going to kind of go over some points or things you might want to be aware of to kind of set your expectations. If you are new to the channel, I'm a six-figure Amazon seller. Please subscribe to the channel if you want to learn how to grow your business. Let's just get into it. So a lot of people will tell you that selling on Amazon is the easiest thing in the world, and that is really not the case. You don't really have too many people going around saying, hey, like, if you start selling on Amazon, it's going to be a lot of work. Instead, you see, let's just say, people walking into a Marshall's, scanning the first thing they see and say, oh man, I'm gonna make $20 on this little widget. It's so easy. Follow for more information. Like, not helpful. In reality, if you were actually in that store, you would be looking at the Keep It chart. You would be trying to account for shipping fees, all that kind of stuff, which is not shown. Anyway, just kind of be on the lookout for stuff like that. When you see, hey, it's so easy, you can make XYZ a month, or it's so quick, or we'll help you do it, just buy our course and you don't have to do anything. That's the kind of stuff you want to stay away from. Number two, a lot of things people will be like, and I've said it too before, and I kind of think I need to be more real about some of the stuff that actually goes on in the business. A lot of people will just be like, hey, just get a seller amp account and keep a subscription, and yeah, just go find a bunch of profitable stuff. Super easy. You'll go through people's storefronts, and yeah, you'll just find all this profitable stuff, and yeah, you'll just keep finding it, keep building, and then before you know it, you'll be making tens of thousands of dollars a month, and yeah, that's about it. And that's kind of the message that's out there. But in reality, while that is true, you could just get a Seller Amp account. And I love Seller Amp and Keepa. I'm not saying that they are bad products or anything, but I'm saying the message is wrong. You're going to get a Seller Amp account and a Keepa account. And that's a great place to start for online arbitrage. And what's going to happen is you're going to spend hours upon hours upon hours upon hours, week after week, trying to find profitable items, and you're not going to find that many at first because you don't really know what you're doing. It's hard to figure out whether you have a good product or not. There's just lots of different things that go into it. I like to almost compare it to, if I told you it was easy to run a marathon, you'd say, how is it? I was like, well, you just put one foot in front of the other, right? Like, you walk every day, you do it every day, so it must be easy to do it for 26 miles. So I kind of think of it like that. While yes, it is motivating, I think, at first to get people hooked and say that it's so easy, but it becomes so demotivating once you really get into it, because your expectations are totally different than how you got drawn in. You got drawn in because you thought it would be easy, and then as you go through it, you realize it's not so easy, and then it gets super frustrating, and then you quit. I'd almost rather go into something knowing that it's hard, and a lot of people will drop out for that reason, other than think something's easy, but it really be hard. So that is number two. Number 3, your prices are going to tank. No matter what you do, it is almost unavoidable. No matter what store you buy from, obviously it's better to buy, like everyone's buying from Target or Walmart. Not to say that you can't buy profitable stuff there, but that stuff is most likely to tank the quickest. But yeah, there are ways to avoid price tanking. I have videos about it. A lot of people have videos about it. But the reality of the matter is, it's going to happen. You're going to buy something before it even arrives to your house. Maybe 10 or 15 people are going to jump on the listing, and you might be at break even before you even send it in. And not to say this happens all the time, but it's going to happen. Like, it even happens to me, and it sucks. It's just part of doing, having a business. Like, not everything works out. Not everything you buy will sell profitable, but it's about looking at the business as a whole, that more stuff you bought, you made profit on, than the stuff you lost on. And then you'd have a profit for the year. So keep that in mind. Number 3, training. You're gonna have to train people. Eventually you're gonna come to a part where you scale, and training people obviously really sucks. It's really hard. You have to have SOPs in place, standard operating procedures, and to write that stuff up takes a lot of time, a lot of effort. You basically have to document everything you do. But on the flip side of that, once you do that and actually have people helping you, it definitely gets much easier. But it's not just like, oh yeah, you'll hire a bunch of VAs, you'll be able to hang out on the beach, and your business will just make money while you do nothing. And I guess we'll end with one more. It's just overall, running a business in itself, especially when you get started, is going to be difficult. Like, nothing in life that's worth it is easy. So I would just keep that in mind. I mean, that's just kind of, a lot of people will just say, oh yeah, just scan this or scan that. It's super easy, but there's a lot more that goes into it. And again, this video wasn't made to scare you away from starting an Amazon business. It was just to kind of open your eyes to what you may be facing right now, or you may face in the future. It is very rare to just start this business and then you just make $10,000 a month profit and that's it. I mean, maybe that happens for some people. I don't really know many people who that's, I don't even know if I know one person. Usually it goes, you lose a bunch of money up front because you're learning. No matter how many YouTube videos you watch or things you do to learn, you just still have to like go through it yourself, learn from experience, and then after you learn from experience, don't make that mistake again. Don't do that. Don't buy those types of products. But yeah, it was just really something that was on my mind that I wanted to get off and just kind of open your guys' eyes to, you know, kind of the cons of running an Amazon business. While I like to stay positive, it's also important to know some of the downside before you kind of get into it. So yeah, that's all I got for you guys. Let me know what you think in the comments. How do you feel about the matter? Do you think it's easy? Do you think it's hard? I would love to know what you guys have to say, and I will see you guys in the next video.